Okay, first of all, hold up real quick. So I am rereading and hearing um the end of David's reign and the end of the end of King David's reign and the beginning of um Solomon's reign, right? King Solomon rightfully is the king of 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 Israel. He is inheriting the throne. But of course he had brothers, okay? He had brothers and sisters or whatever. And one of Solomon's brother, this is King David's son, his name is, I'm looking at the theme, Adonijah. He takes it upon himself because he's older than Solomon, and he is going to declare that he is king. He had, his servants and some other people, followers or whatever, declared that he was king or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to fast forward to this or whatever. After it's already been determined that Solomon is the king because he is anointed by the priest and the prophet or whatever, and King David had to clarify it on his deathbed, because they had heard the news that Adonijah was king, and Solomon's mom was like, wait, didn't you not say that? So boom, it's drama automatically. Like it's that's a word right there because of what I learned about, we have to contend for our faith. You know what I'm saying? God, he promises us, peace and prosperity, but yet he didn't say it was going to be easy. We got to contend for our faith. Solomon is promised the kingdom, but he got to contend for his faith right out the gate. And David ain't even passed away, and he contending for his right to be king. Adonijah, his older brother, oh my God. Okay, let me just get straight to it, you guys. Let me get straight to it, because I know I'm so over the top, but like this is over the top. What I'm mad at, what kind of got me riled up is this mess that Adonijah did, like among some other stuff or whatever. But this right here, like for me, is like mind blowing. First of all, after he already know that Solomon is king and stuff like that. And Solomon is sitting on his throne, and Adonijah and Solomon don't got the same mama. His mama is named Haggith or something like that. Solomon's mom is Bathsheba. How your brother gonna go to your mother? Like, go to your mama. Where your mama at? Like, tell your mama to do it. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna try to go and, sweet talk my mama, Bathsheba, like she gonna look out for you, you know what I'm saying? And respectfully, Bathsheba was, she listened to Adonijah, you know what I'm saying? That's her stepson, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you got, you know what I'm saying? The nerve of Adonijah to ask a favor of Bathsheba to, he said, can you, because your son, he not going to refuse you. So, plead with your son. Ask him, he already then took the kingdom from me or whatever, he already found favor, you know what I'm saying, with our father, like, can he like grant me to like take up on the Shunammite woman, the young virgin, her name was, what's his name? What's her name? Cause Abishag. And so let me wrap this up because I'm just so mind blown about the audacity of Adonijah to go to Solomon's mama and ask him. And this is in First Kings chapter 2 or whatever. The audacity of Adonijah to go to Solomon's mom and ask for a favor, can she speak on behalf of him or whatever? Because he said, he's sweet on his mama. He ain't gonna deny. Can you ask him, can he give me Abishag, the Shunammite woman who was assigned to attend to be David's companion in his last days or whatever, young, beautiful virgin or whatever. And so, to my understanding, like, the harem of a king, when that king dies, it automatically goes to the next king. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the next king's property. Solomon is king. That's his property. So for a man to ask, let alone your brother to ask, can you give me that woman? She's a young virgin, you know what I'm saying? And, granted, they shouldn't be like, back in those days, it was like a price tag on women, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was considered property, you know what I'm saying? And like, man, so that is a threat. That is a direct threat to like, you're challenging the king, like Scar was challenging Mufasa. Like, do you dare challenge the king? Like, really? What? That's a way of challenging the king. Like, you threatening, you know what I'm saying? Like, you asking for something that belong to me. Like, wait a minute, I ain't even, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. And so, good Lord. And so, it's kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody else kind of look at it like that when they read this, and but it's funny because, like, if it was me in Solomon's place, and like my mama come in, and then it said in the scripture, like, his mama came and to him to talk to him, and he pulls up and he commands, a throne be sat next to. This my mama, you know what I'm saying? She at the right hand of me. Like, give her a throne. Like, this my mama. He take care of his mama, okay? He gonna take care of his mama. My mama come to talk to me. Yes, I love my mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cheer my mama. What's up? Hey, mama, how you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you need? And, say, can you do this one favor? Yeah, I got you. You my mom. You my dear. Or whatever. Like, yeah, or whatever. And so she proceeds to ask on Adonijah, but how? And he said, wait a minute, why you asking me this? Like, why you asking me this? Like, what is going on? So anyway, long story short, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't go well. It didn't go well. He is not. Let me take some of this. Let me bring it down a little bit. It didn't go well for Adonijah. Like, Solomon was like, this is disrespectful. This was disrespectful because in this day and time, like, I would feel some kind of way if my homegirl or so-called homegirl, or, you know what I'm saying, or, they go to my mama, like, and ask them, like, first of all, if you wanted her, which is wrong in the first place, but at least I feel like Adonijah was a coward. At least you come to me man to man and ask me that for yourself. How dare you put my mama up to this? How dare you try to play me on my mama? Like, are you serious? Like, that's, equivalent to today. That stuff happens all the time. Like, you going to my mama? Like, you go, like, ask me. Like, you can't, you what? You scared to ask me? If you scared, you shouldn't be asking in the first place. So how the heck you gonna go to my family member? My mama had that, and try to ask something that doggone well, that's stupid. That ain't gonna fly. Because if we were standing man to man, woman to woman, I chop you down, like, for real. And that's exactly what Solomon did. Like, yo, you tripping. If you not had did that, you could, for the sake of you being my brother, you my blood, I probably would have, spared you, you know what I'm saying? And you go on and you do your little thing or whatever like that. You could be in my cabinet or whatever, but, like, nah, but You doing that, you done demoted yourself to just another little street guy on the street, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll chop you down. Like, nah, you ain't no kin to me, you know what I'm saying? My best friend more kin than you. Like, nah. So yeah. All right.